So welcome to my 3-month postpartum update. I cannot believe it's already been 3 months. I think everyone probably feels like that, just how fast time goes when you have children, just how fast time goes in general. I just feel like every day passes just so quickly. But yes, 3 months postpartum. Physically, I feel pretty good. I'm not quite to the weight that I wish I was yet. I wish I was a little bit closer to my pre-pregnancy weight 3 months postpartum. I did lose 6 pounds in January. I've been trying to eat healthier. It's really hard to find time to exercise. That's definitely been a bit of a challenge for me. Just the weather's been so bad. I like to get outside and walk and do different things, but it's just been hard, especially with a new baby, just finding time for that. I mean, before I had the baby, I could barely find time to work out. So now with the baby, it's just feels almost impossible. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be focusing on this month, is just really carving out that time to be active. But I feel pretty good. As long as I'm getting good sleep, then I feel great. There are some nights that are a little bit rough, and then the next day I definitely, don't feel as good. But if I get enough sleep, I am feeling pretty good. I am still on the Coumadin, which is the blood thinner to help get rid of the blood clot in my lung. I'm going to be off of that pretty soon here. As soon as I'm finished with the bottle of pills that I have, I will be done. So sometime later this month, I'm going to be completely done with any prescription medications, which is so great. I had never been on prescription medications in my life, so this was kind of a new thing for me, having to remember to take like a pill every day. It's just been such a nightmare too. My INR, which is the thickness of your blood, is constantly changing. My dose is constantly changing. It just doesn't seem like once I get on a dose and I'm on it for a couple weeks, it seems like for some reason it needs to change. So it's a very sensitive drug, Coumadin. It's affected by your activity level, it's affected by what you eat. And so I try to keep a pretty, balanced diet that stays pretty much the same, but sometimes it's just hard to make sure you're eating the same amount of the same things every week. So I'm just done, and I'm ready to be done with all of that. With how traumatic everything was with my labor and birth, I'm actually surprised at how well I feel. So that's definitely a good thing. Also, my ring fits me again. Yay! My wedding ring fits. That was an amazing day when I put that on and I could actually get it on. It's still a little bit tighter than it used to be. But hey, I can get it on and I can get it off, and that's what counts. Emotionally, I still have my days where I get kind of upset about how everything happened. I just had this beautiful birth plan in my mind, and I didn't really get anything that I wanted. My baby spent 4 days in the NICU. He came out not breathing. He was intubated. I almost died. I hemorrhaged. I had preeclampsia. I had a blood clot in my lung. I mean, it just couldn't have been farther from what I wanted. I did get a vaginal delivery. I didn't end up having a C-section, so I guess that's the only plus. But so sometimes I'm just a little bit upset. And I just wonder, did I not do something I should have? Could I have eaten healthier? Could I have exercised better? Should I have seen warning signs sooner? Should I have not tried to have a birth center birth? Should I have been with an OB from the start? I mean, just have all these questions, and at the end of the day, I just kind of have to put that to rest, because what's happened has happened. It's done with. It's over. I'm fine. The baby's fine, and I just need to be thankful, which I am. I'm very thankful. I mean, it could have been a way worse outcome for both of us, and we're both great. We're both healthy, and, at the end of the day, that is really what matters. As far as the question on are we gonna have more kids or not goes, if you've been following along with me, at first I said no. I didn't think I could go through that again, just because I was scared. I was scared about, it being worse. I was scared about getting another blood clot. It's just a really scary thing. So after a couple of months though, and seeing a blood specialist, and then just this week I saw a maternal fetal medicine doctor, which is like a high risk doctor. I'm definitely feeling, good about having more kids. So both of the specialists did not say I shouldn't have more kids. They said, you should be fine to have more kids. Just I'll have to take certain precautions. So as it stands right now, they definitely suggest waiting at least a year to get pregnant. A year, if not more, just giving my body time to really heal and replenish its mineral stores. So, part of me wants to get pregnant soon, just because I so didn't get the birth I wanted the first time. I'm hoping the second time will be a little bit better, and I'm anxious to see what happens. I also just kind of want to get it over with, just because, again, I'm anxious and I'm worried and nervous, and I just kind of want to do it and get it over with. But I'm glad the doctor told me to wait and encouraged me to wait, because, I want to enjoy the time with Milo. I don't want to jeopardize our breastfeeding relationship by getting pregnant and my milk supply dropping. So I'm really trying to be patient and just get as healthy as I can. Just, both doctors said the healthier you are, the better chance you have of not developing preeclampsia again. So I'm just going to focus on getting healthy and spending time with my baby, and in a year we'll kind of go from there and decide, what we want to do as far as when we want to start trying. But I definitely want to have another baby. I love being a mom, and I could not imagine not doing it again. As hard as it was, I want to do it again. I want that snuggly sweet newborn, and just the blissful feeling of being a new mom. It's just amazing. It's exhausting, but amazing. Kind of what the pregnancy would look like though, because preeclampsia, blood clot, and I hemorrhaged. So I'll kind of go through each one. So as far as the blood clot goes, they will put me on a low dose of Lovenox, which is, the blood doctor said he didn't think I needed to do that, but to check with kind of the high risk OB and see what their thoughts would be, and he does think I should do that. So, which is pretty standard of care once you've had a blood clot, especially during pregnancy. They usually put you on a preventative low dose blood thinner. So I cannot be on the pill, the Coumadin pill, because you cannot be on that while you're pregnant. So I have to take a shot, which I did take these shots right after I had the baby. I took them for a month while they got my blood to a therapeutic range. It took a month to get my blood to therapeutic range. So I had to stay on those shots for a month. And I did them twice a day at 70 milligrams twice a day. So this would be once a day, 40 milligrams. Obviously, giving my shot in the stomach every day while I'm pregnant and then 6 months postpartum does not sound very fun. Doing it for a month was pretty terrible, but I can definitely deal with that. It's not like something that will prevent me from wanting to have more kids. It's just kind of, it's preventative, and it's good, I guess, to definitely be cautious, and blood clots can be scary, and I definitely don't want to get another one. So that would happen. So as far as the hemorrhaging goes, and just really anyone who's on a blood thinner during pregnancy, they always want to get you off the blood thinner for 24 to 48 hours before you have the baby. And especially since I hemorrhaged, they really would want to make sure to have me off that blood thinner so that I wouldn't bleed too much during delivery again. So they would probably, we would talk about this as it got closer, but they would probably want to induce me at about 38 weeks just to prevent me from going into labor on my own and still being on the blood thinner, because the blood, the shot stays in your system for up to 24 hours. So they would want me to be off of that for at least 24 hours. So that's why they would do an early induction. I'm a little bit nervous about having an early induction for a couple reasons. The earlier induced and the more your body's not ready to go into labor. Usually the longer of labor you have, and it often can turn into a C-section, which I want to avoid. So that makes me a little bit nervous about being induced early. Obviously, I'm worried about the baby's health. I mean, at 38 weeks, they're pretty much fully developed, but I had Milo at 39 weeks and 4 days, and he was 6 pounds 11 ounces. So he was kind of on the smaller side, and if I had a baby a week and a half even sooner than that, I'm looking at like maybe a 6 pound baby even, or even like 5 pounds 12 ounces or something. I mean, it'd be a pretty small baby, so obviously low birth weight can have complications too. So but also second babies are usually a little bit larger than first babies, so it could end up being right around the same size even at 38 weeks. And then as far as the preeclampsia goes, again, they just said be healthy, and you really can't prevent it too much. I mean, you can do certain things to help try and prevent it, but there's really nothing you can do to fully prevent it. You're either going to get it or you're not. So I'm hoping I don't get it. And if I do, I'm hoping it's later on in the pregnancy. I didn't develop preeclampsia until 39 weeks pregnant, so I'm hoping that since they're going to have to induce me at 38 weeks anyways, that I just end up not getting it. Because if I do get it, they could induce me even earlier, obviously, if it gets really bad and they can't control it. So, yeah, I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking to think about, but that's what I have to deal with. So that's 3 months postpartum for me. That's what the future looks like for me as far as more pregnancies go. And leave any questions you have below. I'm happy to answer any questions. If there's any moms out there who've had blood clots, who've had preeclampsia, I would love to hear about your stories. And, you know, did you have another baby? Did you get it again? Just curious. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.